everything Gujarati now has become Ramleela because that's how Sanjay sir sort of set the bar. A lot of fun. I think before COVID, everything was so much fun.
Yes.
People used to go out. There used to be अब जो 300 लोग में you can't feel the same vibe जो इतने हजारों लोग वो ground में लोग पसीना से तल हो रहे हैं फिर भी they'll be. I think I wouldn't run away with anybody because I think my parents are pretty chill about who I want to be with. I don't want to haste anything. I'm not in a hurry. I have music, that's my priority, and that'll always be my priority. Even if I do a film, it's going to be if the subject interests me, or if it talks more about what I am. I cannot go and tell my dad, "Appa, meko गाना चाहिए, मुझे singer बनना." I can't tell him that.
Correct.
It's just he said that you have to. आवाज है भाई, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता इसमें. You'll have to train yourself.
Hello everyone. For today's interview, I think we are going to focus more on the voice than the words. And why not? Because we have the gorgeous Dhvani Bhanushali with us.
I think so. For me, it's important to talk about my culture and to talk about where I come from.
Right.
Hence, it was a conscious effort to sort of do Mehendi. And Navratri has always been this festival that, is very close to my heart. I think every Navratri I have this thing of going down with my friends and playing Garba. In fact, the first step that I ever learned was Agar Tadi Pachhat Chapti.
Wow.
And for me, it's a very special festival, and that's why I had to do Mehendi. So when the scratch came to me, I just couldn't, say no. I just had to do it. Not really though, but everything Gujarati now has become Ramleela because that's how Sanjay sir sort of set the bar, for everyone. So even if you wear like a Ghagra choli, anything that's in that color zone, also you're like Ramleela. But we, of course, Vibhu sir comes from that school, the director of Mehendi, and I'm sure he's worked with Sanjay sir for so long that I'm sure it's it's in his system. But there was no effort of copying anything. It was just his own rendition of doing this video in that manner.
No.
Of course, so that's what I said, right? Like I'm this crazy Garba girl. I cannot, however busy I get, how much ever tired I am, I make it a point that all the 9 days I go down and I play Garba. College, I think, is not so far for me, so I think I've been 2 years since I passed. I'm 23 years old. But it's there used to be Garba in my college as well. They had a Garba night, and it was a lot of fun. I think before COVID, everything was so much fun. People used to go out. There used to be अब जो 300 लोग में you can't feel the same vibe जो इतने हजारों लोग वो ground में लोग पसीना से तल हो रहे हैं फिर भी they'll be dancing and feeling happy all around.
Wow, lovely.
I think I wouldn't run away with anybody because I think my parents are pretty chill about who I want to be with. There's no stress like that. I wouldn't run away. But again, it also talks about a social message that sometimes parents don't support their children's wishes. You don't always have to do that. Maybe sometimes they're wrong, but at least, be there for them. So in the end, also when she takes the banduk and, the father is like, "Acha, ab iske piche mat bhago."
Correct.
So it also talks about people that go through all of that. My equation with my father is more like friends. I think he's such a special human being. I don't think I could have asked for anyone better to be my father. He's so strong, always is there for me. He's like my friend. And I think every time I talk about him, I get a little bit emotional. So then I avoid talking about him sometimes. So I think it also depends on the script. I don't know what medium it will go on. I don't know if theatres are going to open anytime soon. In Mumbai at least. Rest, they're all open. But I don't want to haste anything. I'm not in a hurry. I have music. That's my priority, and that'll always be my priority. Even if I do a film, it's going to be if the subject interests me, you know, or if it talks more about what I am. I wouldn't do something, you know, that's completely way out of my league.
Sure.
Just to prove a point.
Sure. But definitely there is acting on the cards.
There is definitely.
Oh lovely, great.
So I think I didn't even get the opportunity to sort of do the amount of shows that I wanted to do.
Absolutely.
So Vaaste released, I was in college and you know I was finishing my studies, and once I graduated I did like about 10 shows and then COVID hit. So I didn't get that window to sort of perform and explore myself on stage, but I feel that now that you know it's sort of subsiding a little bit, I'll probably get the opportunity to do all that I missed out in those 2 years. I think Himesh sir, I met him when I was 17 years old, and there was this Baithak that he was doing to celebrate, I think his 300 songs at the time, and I just happened to be there. I'd given my boards and 12th grade, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was there, and we were all sitting, and all these singers were singing, and he said, "Chalo, tum bhi ga lo." So I said, "Okay," and I hummed a few lines. But at that time, I was just like a choir singer in school, you know, because it was always my hobby, something that I really liked to do. But he, of course, said that, you know, you have a good voice, why don't you train? So that's how that whole thing happened. And it's good for, you know, I really admire the fact that he sort of encouraged, you know, me that achha, there's this direction also. Because I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, I don't know if, you know, I could be that good. I've always wanted to, but you don't know, na. So like, I cannot go and tell my dad, "Appa, meko गाना चाहिए, मुझे singer बनना." I can't tell him that. Correct. It's just, he said that you have to, आवाज है भाई, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता इसमें. You'll have to train yourself. You'll have to be accepted by you know, composers, by this whole industry. They have to see the metal in you. They can't. It can't be like, "अच्छा तुमको कुछ आता नहीं है."
Correct. So, absolutely.
That's why I had to learn, I had to train myself, and it was. And while I was doing it, I think I fell more and more in love with the art, and I'm still learning, and I think I will. It's a vast ocean. You can never be like. I think singles, they really get me going. Yeah. Playback also is like, you know, really fun. You get to sing for actors, I think, which is great. But I think for me, doing a song on my own face, doing pop, I think is really something that excites me a lot. Yeah. I like to tell stories through my music videos and the songs that I do. So I think that's just something that I want to do for the rest of my life. I've not sung for a lot of them. Yeah. I don't think I've sung for Alia. I've not sung for Kareena also. Yeah. I've not sung for a lot of them, so I think there are a couple of actresses that I've sung for. That's it. So I have no idea actually. I think I've been on some GEC shows, and I think I've seen the level of performance those contestants do, and I think they're fabulous. Yeah. So I don't see a point of how could you script that talent? You can't. I mean, but again, I wouldn't be someone, you know, that can comment on something like this. I don't know how the workings of it because I've never been a part of one. But the episodes that I've seen and I've been a part of, I think the contestants are very talented, and I think all of them deserve the world. No, so I think I'm for. I think this year or maybe next year I'm done with Gujarati songs for a bit. But of course, if there anything that, you know, comes my way, I'll definitely do it. But there's something really different coming in November that I have composed, and
you've composed as well. Wow!
So I've written it, and it's going to be out, and I can't wait for the people to listen. I'm just, you know, it's been some time that I've been learning music, and I've just tried my hand at it, and I really hope that people enjoy that song as much as I've enjoyed making it.